So I'll be waiting for a few minutes to share this link and to make maximum to join out. So here, today we are going to start out third paper. So here I'm dealing with the bit part. If you want, we'll continue with the long questions. So I feel like if we'll be covering bit part, that will be more beneficial. So as the long questions you can write in your own words, and moreover you'll be getting answers for that. So you can make your own points. So whatever you want, you can comment so that we can continue in that way. Wait for a few minutes. So here, how was your parents meeting today? Got negative comments from the teachers, or everyone are happy with that? So you are waiting for a few minutes only. So here I started with third paper today. I don't know whether you prepared first and second paper, which I already shared PDF in the group. Preparing only for social, maths and Telugu. Please don't neglect physics. All the subjects are equal important. So here you need to assign timings for every subject, as every subject is equally important. So let's continue. Now here the first question. So here, first question, what does the given image show? So you can see this is the image related to geography. What does the given image show? So here, given image shows soil erosion. So answer is, first one answer is soil erosion. Option number A. What is total geographical area of India? What is total geographical area of India? So here the total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. Here no options are given, you need to memorize. It's 3.28 million square kilometer. Now the next question, give any two examples for the secondary sector. Give any two examples for the secondary sector. So if you remember secondary sector activities, primary sector is agriculture based, secondary which uses the product of agriculture. So in secondary sector we are going to get making clothes from cotton. So here cotton is the raw material which comes under primary sector. Then making clothes out of cotton, and the same way making sugar from sugar cane. When we grow sugar, it comes under primary sector. If sugar is extracted from the sugar cane, then that is secondary sector. Next one, who founded Young Italy? You can round up this question. This was there in previous paper also. Who founded Young Italy? So Young Italy was founded by Giuseppe Mazzini. Then the next question, this question we are getting often like pair one. Italy, it is in Rome. Germany, Berlin. So here Italy, Rome, they have given the capital. The capital of Italy is Rome. Germany is Berlin. Great Depression started in the year. If you remember, Great Depression, it is in 1929, where it started in England, where the people were not having proper job, employment facilities were not there. Many poor people were there. They were not getting any bread. So here, economic depression. This is also a very important topic. Next, how many languages are included in 8th schedule of Indian Constitution? How many languages are there in 8th schedule? So here, there are total 22 languages. In 8th schedule, 22 languages are there. Give any two examples for federal country. You need to write examples of federal country. So the first one, USA, then Canada, next USA, Canada, Russia and India. So here we completed with the first page. So let's move on with the first page, like how many countries, give example of the federal country. 2, but 4 were given: USA, Canada, Russia and India. Now the next question, 9th one, it's match the following type of question: Congress, BJP, CPI, TDA. So here political parties are being included here. Now the first one, Congress, correct answer is, for Congress it is option number C, United Progressive Alliance. The next one, BJP. For BJP, it's a second one is option A, National Democratic Alliance. CPI, for third one, option number D, Left Front. TDA, TDP, Telugu Desam Party, so it's a state party. So already you all are familiar that it's a state party. And then the next question, here pics are not very clear. So when I'll send PDF, you may get it. Now the next question, expend IMR. This question very often we are finding in every paper. Till now we did 2 papers. In both the papers this question was there. What is IMR? IMR stands for, here the change is there. IMR, infant mortality rate. There R was not there. Next, draw the bar graph based on the given information. So here Chinese toys 70% and other toys 30%. That is sold in India. So sold in India and that too related to percentage. So on y-axis we are going to write percentage. That is 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, like that. On y-axis you will be writing percentage. Will you write your name, those who are attending? Those who are attending, please write your name. So here, total percentage, it starts from 0 to 100. Chinese toys are given 70%. So as it is bar graph, you are going to make bar graph up to 70%. Okay, next one. Himanshu, today also he was absent. Be regular to school. You can continue with your own liking, like whatever subject you want to repeat, you can do it. Okay, next one. Bar graph is asked. Chinese 70% and other toys 30%. So this easily can write. So this kind of questions we are getting very often, like bar graph is asked. Then the next one, IMR. I think in that IMF was there in the previous papers. Now the next question, arrange the given countries from west to east. This question was also there in the previous paper. Arrange the countries from west to east. Okay, now the next question, what are agro-based industries? So very clear this answer, most probably to you. What are agro-based industries? The industry which use agriculture product are called agro-based industry. So what are agro-based industry? And give example. Industries use agricultural product as their raw material are called agro-based countries. Example, jute industry, cotton textile industry, sugar industry, etc. Now the next question. Today Srinidhas is not there. He used to be very often regular. Even Ashrita is also not there. Himanshu, voice is clear? Okay, now the next question is based on map. Here you can see a lot of network is there. If you recall back, I told you like two kind of maps we are getting. One is roadways and other is railways. So here when crossing will be more, there will be major Indian railways. Moreover, like certain junctions will be there. By recognizing those junctions, here even in the question paper map is not clear. Once you can go through with the map book how the railway junctions are given. Mostly whatever the papers we completed, there we came across with the rail routes and roadways. So once you see thoroughly how the graphs are given, if possible in the school, give me that map book. Once we will have the revision of only maps. Now the next one, write any, what does the map shows? The map shows Indian Railways. 15th question, write any two, okay, write any two effects of the world war. So here whenever there is war, the first one you can write in your own words, there is loss of life, loss of property. So here huge loss of life and widespread damage of the infrastructure. So here infrastructure got damaged as they bombard. So it will damage the roads, railways, all those. So thus infrastructure will get damaged. Realization of the need of global peace and origin of UNO. So here what was the effect when the World War took place? They felt that there is a need of international peace. So as there is a disturbance in the peace, so there is need of international peace. And the next one, there was one more one more effect was there, that is United Nations organization got established. So this origin of UNO. Next, print culture assisted the growth of nationalism in India. So how print culture assisted nationalism in India? So how we come to know like what was the effect of the print culture? So here during the colonial period, print culture played a significant role in fostering the growth of nationalism in India. So through print culture, they started influencing the people. They started printing different figures like Bharat Mata, national flag, to bring all the people in a under the same umbrella, or to create feeling of nationalism among them. So the first one, during colonial period, print culture played a significant role in fostering the growth of nationalism in India. It facilitated the dissemination of ideas, created a series of collective identity, and provided a platform for political discourse. So here it facilitated dissemination of idea, that is combination of idea. Different people came with the different ideas, created a sense of collective identity, and it made a platform for the political discourse. So here they made it clear how the people can understand what the issues are going on. Now the third point, the availability of newspaper and books allowed nationalist ideals and ideas of freedom and equality to reach the masses. So with the help of news, at that time only this newspaper was the means of communication. So their telephones, television, all those were not well developed. So only the means of communication was, that is for the mass communication, newspapers or the printing material. So thus it made the books allowed nationalist ideas to reach the mass people. So with the help of the books, many people, they were able to get the get the ideas of nationalism. Social reformers could not print their opinion in newspaper, which separated public debates. So here, which sparked public debates. So here, social reformers. So at that time, as our country was an orthodox country, very backward thinking people were there. Whatever social reforms were going on, they were not ready to accept that. If you remember, during the social reform, they introduced Widow Remarriage Act. Then they abolished child marriage. Then Sati Pratha. And next, Dudh Piti system. So all these were at that time very common in the society. If someone are talking against that, they were feeling like it to be a sin. So these are the part of the culture. Why the reformer is changing it, or why the person is changing, and they started thinking like they are against our culture, they are destroying our beliefs, so they were not following out. So thus their thinkings were not printed in newspapers. Then when the British tried to censor and control print media, nationalist newspaper grew in number everywhere in the country. So British tried to censor and control printing media. So when Britishers came to know that when the Britishers came to know that through this printing media or through this newspapers, they are spreading out the feeling of nationalism, they started having censorship. So they were not permitting the printing to be done. So in that sense, when they started it printing secretly, it fastened much more. People now started to use their to do it much more rapid way. Now the next one, the power of reason made the common people question and authority of colonial power. So because of this newspapers, now the common man came to know what the rights they are having. So they started questioning colonial people. Okay, now the next question. The next point, when the British tried to censor the control this over, they reported on colonial misrule and encouraged people to participate in nationalist activity. So through this newspapers or mass media, they started to control over the colonial rule. Their ideas were spread out, and now the people were knowing how this colonial rule is damaging the national feeling of the people, or how they must be controlled. Through the newspapers, they were spreading out. In short, they were spreading out their ideas. Moreover, at that time, the newspapers were printed in their local languages, so which the colonial people were unable to understand. So thus it was little difficult for them to control over or to make it censor. Is it clear, Himanshu? Shall I move for the next question? Now the 8th point, attempts to censor anti-colonial publication arose militant protest as well. So here there was a huge protest. There was a militant protest also. The things which were censored, they were anti-colonial. So everything, whatever the printing was done, that was against the Britishers. Okay, now the next question, this also 17th question is common, like one paragraph they are giving and they are saying it to rewrite. So here, based on the following information, answer the question given below. The subjects of national importance came under union list, and the subject of local importance comes under state list. The subject foreign affair comes under which list? So here, foreign affairs. Foreign affairs, if you remember, it's a union list. Foreign affairs comes under union list. Total 3 lists are there. One is union list, state list and concurrent list. Now why is women political representation so low in India at present? So why? This question was also repeated. Why was the... Himanshu, I will share PDF, don't worry. So already 2 are there. I don't know whether you read or not. So this is the 3rd question paper. where the long answers are not yet covered. Okay, here, why is women political representation so low in India at present? Women political representation in India is low due to combination of factors including deep-rooted patriarchal norms. That is, father, like male is given importance, patriarchal norms, socio-economic disadvantage, and lack of political will to implement reforms like reservations. So this question was there in the last paper where the answer was a little different. Okay, and in this question paper, it's given in a different way. So here, in relate to answer, so here the answer is given like women political representation in India is low due to combination of factors. The first one was deep-rooted patriarchal norms. So mainly the males were given importance. And the second one, socio-economic disadvantage and lack of political will to implement reforms. So here they were not having interest to implement political reforms. And elements like male dominance in politics and traditional gender role play an important role. So male dominance was there and there was gender equivalence. Okay, mostly there was gender equivalence. Gender, social security and lack of education also play an important role in this aspects in India. The next one, write any two facilities that are provided in SEZs by the government. So here, world-class infrastructure and tax exemptions. So C's, what are the facilities provided by government? World-class infrastructure. So now they are concentrating on increasing or developing the infrastructure. And the next one, on tax exemptions. Write any two slogans for the awareness of consumer rights. So this question is also we are getting very often, consumer rights. So answer to that, know your rights, be a smart consumer, empower yourself, demand fair trade. So this was there in previous paper also. The question which is getting repeated, round it up and try to learn it much more nicely. Now the 21st question. 21st question is graph based. So here in 21st question, it's map. Observe the map and answer the following question. So here the questions are, in which state Corbett National Park is located? Uttarakhand. Corbett National Park. You need to learn this national park sanctuaries very nicely. Name the national park which is located in Assam. Kaziranga. So this Srinidhi has answered in the previous class. So here Kaziranga National Park and Uttarakhand, Corbett National Park. Next one, write any four uses of coal. So this you can write in your own words. Write any four uses of coal. The first one, power generation, supplying energy to industries. Third one, supplying energy for a domestic need. So it is providing energy for the domestic need. Domestic need, that is by burning coal and all for cooking purpose. For meeting commercial energy requirement in the factories for furnaces. Now the next question, write about Giuseppe Mazzini. So this is also very important question of chapter number 1, history. Then we are having around 6 more questions to complete this. So in this paper, here Giuseppe Mazzini is asked. Then next one, write true false against the statement. They have given true false. And then the next question, which was pie chart related. You need to describe the pie chart in your own words. There's another question. Who has joined now? Okay, Himanshu, here it is not the suitable map for the that whatever the maps we are getting in textbook, it's not at all clear. They're very like in question paper, they're very light and very small. Even the letters are unreadable. So here it's given national park is given. Okay, so based on that, they gave the question. For that kind of questions, you need to concentrate like which kind of questions they are asking, round up, and according to that, complete out the concept fully. Like national park based questions were there in last two papers. So learn like important national parks, Assam one, then the next one, Kerala one, and Gujarat. In last paper, Gujarat was there, Gir National Park and West Bengal. So these are the important one which you need to learn properly. In the same way, centuries also. Okay, next, Srinidhi has you wrote like last time 8 marks question. About which question? I don't know about which question you are saying. Okay, let it be. Let's continue. Do you want me to explain this Giuseppe Mazzini answer? Or you know it properly? Please comment someone. You want me to explain that answer? Mazzini one? Okay, no need. Next one, true false. In true false, first question is given. So once I'm reading that question, first one is at the end of 19th century, 80% of total workforce in Europe was employed in technological advanced industrial sector. So yeah, at the end of 19th century, there was no industrialization. It began after 1925. So thus, it's wrong. Like they were employed in technological advanced industrial sector. Now the next one, the international market for fine textile was dominated by India till 18th century. So national market was dominated by India till 19th century because our cotton and then muslin, all these were very famous. And blue color, which was they were getting only in India. So that was also one of the famous one. So because of all those factors which we were having in our country, even our craft persons were also very experts. They were having great talent, which could not match out with any other nation. So thus there was a need. But after industrialization, when the machine made clothes enter into the market, it totally reversed the scenario. So now the machine made clothes became very cheaper in rate and they were also attractive. So thus people shifted more towards the machine clothes rather than handmade. So there was a decline in Indian market. Okay, now the next question, next true false one. The American Civil War resulted in the reduction of cotton export from India. American Civil War is given. So Civil War will never be related to textile industries. The next one, introduction of the fly shuttle emboldened handloom workers to improve their productivity. So these you need to learn only. Next is given pie chart, which is based on population. Population of different religion communities in India in 2011. So in 2011, more Hindus were there. Then Muslims were 79.8% Hindu. Then 14.2% Muslim. Then Christian 2.3% and Sikh 1.7%. And other community people, other religion people were 2%. You need to write paragraph. So here it is given only sentence formation. It's like a paragraph of English. So this also you can do by your own. Next question, write 4 slogans. So here this question also we are getting very often. Like in last 2 papers I found that consumer slogan one. That also prepare nicely. Slogans are given in nice words. And then the next one, 4 slogans on democracy. That is the first one, power to the people to choose the ruler. What is democracy? It is the power to the people to choose the ruler. Then government works for you. Choose suitable government. So only sentence you need to learn. So I don't think that this is also of need. Is it clear? Himanshu or Srinidhi has. Is there any difficulty? For the people of the people by the people? Okay. So you can write your own sentences. Now the next question. Why do you think average income is an important criterion for development? Explain. So what is average income? That is that taking the average total income divided by total population. If average income is more, then the country can be considered as developed country, or depending on that they divide the country as Srinidhi has. You wrote something, I'm unclear with that. Per capita. Per capita only, total population. That average income is nothing but per capita. So here, how the per capita decides about the criterion for the development. If per capita is more, means the country is developed one. If it is less than the average, then the country is considered as developing country or underdeveloped. So here the answer is given. It is an important criteria because it tells us what the average person is likely to earn and also gives some idea about the rising standard of the living. So it is giving certain idea about standards of living. Prosperity of a country depends not only on its national income but also on the number of people who would share it. So here prosperity, development of the country depends on the people who are sharing it. So in case the number of people is large, the average income will be less. If more the population, per capita will become less because the total population, total income they are dividing by total population. If country is high populated, then their per capita income will become less. So this in the case of India. So in India and even in China, per capita income will be less because the population is very huge. Now the next question, again, write any suggestions to ensure that consumer are not deceived. Okay, so here providing clear and accurate product information to prevent consumers deception. Deceptions means cheating. They should not be malpracticed. So for that, what can be done? Providing clear and accurate product information. So whenever the consumer is approaching to the producer or the seller, he must be given the proper information about the product, ensuring fair and transparent marketing practice. So fair and transparent means there should not be any adulteration, there should not be price rise. In short, like the consumer should not be cheated. Next one, offering accessible avenues for redressal. Redressal means if they will file any case, their request must be heard or their complaint must be heard. That we call redressal. Promoting consumer awareness and education. So here consumers awareness or education must be provided, that many people don't know that if they receive any underweight product or if they are receiving any expiry product or if they are receiving any like adulterated product, how they can approach the court for that, how they can approach the government for that. So all those were not known by many people. So thus, it is the responsibility of the government or some of the welfare organization to make the consumer aware of all these. Next, these measures empower consumer to make informed decisions and hold business accountable for their claims and actions. So when all these are done, consumers will be claimed. Okay, like consumers will be protected. Is it clear? We completed with the part. Now what do you want me to continue with the long answers? Section 4 or to wind up? Shall we discuss only questions? Deception means how they are cheated. So here, to prevent consumers from getting cheated, 4 key suggestions. Okay, I'll discuss questions. Listen carefully as we left all the 3 papers. So other 2 papers I'm not sharing out the screen. So I'll just read out the questions. You can open out letter or you can think like what can be written there in that answer. Listen carefully. The first question of 8 marks is given. What are the impact of mining on environment? So this very nicely you can write an elaborated answer. What are the effect of mining? Mining is leading to environmental pollution, then respiratory disease for the miners workers, and there may be chances of accident of the miner workers, like sometimes the ceiling may fall down, or sometimes there may be um, accidents where the workers will die. And next, it leads to soil erosion as the mining is done. Then many flora and fauna are getting extinct because of mining. Generally, they are done like in forest areas or sometimes in the ghat areas. So where it will lead to flora and fauna distinction. They're getting disappeared. So here, what the points they have given. So let's recall that. So once I'm reading only point, once explain map pointing. For map pointing, Srinidhi has, I need your map book. Here in the sample paper, they have not given graphs like maps properly. It's very unclear and dull, and very small pictures are given, which is unreadable. Like I can't read what is written there. Thus, the Indian map is visible, and then based on the question, we can say that the map is related to national park, or the map is related to railways, roadways, like that. Other than this, map is totally unclear. Okay, next one. So here the points, like for mining, the first point is deforestation and habitat destruction. Last in the previous class also we read like there is habitat destruction. Then the water pollution, it will lead air pollution, soil degradation, that is erosion of the soil. Then other impact like noise and vibration. So during mining, there will be a lot of noise produced, which will make the local people to get disturbed. Even the miners will get they will become deaf due to this continuous noise. And visual pollution. So as the mining is making the particle matter to fly in the air, so it is making visible pollution. Next one, um, social impact. Mining can displace communities, disturb livelihood, and lead to social conflicts. The same point we come across multi-project. Okay. Last point is given social impact. In social impact, because of mining, many local people are displaced from their places. So they're asked to leave that place, and they need to shift out, which will lead to disturbance in their livelihood. Okay, now this question is over. Choice to this, they have given what are the factors that are responsible for the location of jute textile in the Hooghly Basin. So yeah, this question is very simple. You can write the points. Whenever they will ask like why this industry is suitable at this place. Okay, any industry, if they will ask like why it is suitable at this particular place, the key points for any industry to establish: availability of the cheap labor, availability of the raw material, water facility, electricity facility, then market facility for the finished products, then cheap labor, then banking facility, transport facility. If you'll include these points, it is for every answer. Like whenever they will ask like why this industry is at this place, particular place. So these are the things. Whenever any industrialist will establish an industry, he will say that after having the industry, whether he is getting the labor or not, and that to be cheap labor. So this is first key point. Then the second point, banking facility. They need to have loans for any industry to establish. So bank facility. Third one, water facility. To run out any industry, water is needed. So they will try to establish this nearby any river. Okay, river areas. They need water supply. Moreover, to discharge the waste, they need water where they will secretly discharge it. Then the next one, market facility. Once the product will get finished, they need to be sold. So this market facility must be there. And next one, roadways, proper transportation facility. For that, the infrastructure must be well developed. So these are the points which you can include. Let's go through with what they have given in the paper. So the first one, proximity of the jute production. So here, West Bengal is the main center where there is a lot of jute is produced. And the next one, water availability, cheap labor, transportation network, port facility. Moreover, the port facility is there to transport the finished product. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, Srinidhas. I'll explain that India one, but I need maps. So once any one of you in school without fail give me map book. So in the next session we will discuss out with map. Okay, this kind of question if you'll be getting in 8 marks means feel yourself to be very lucky where you can write an elaborated answer. Why particular industry at particular place. Now the next question is given, read the paragraph. They have given the paragraph. Read the paragraph and comment. So this also easily can be done. This is like a English question. So that also I'm skipping out. One more question. Gandhi wrote a letter to Lord Irwin. The next one. Gandhi wrote a letter to Lord Irwin on 31st January. It is stated 11 demands. So that is demands, what we call that, Gandhi-Irwin Pact. He demanded 11 demands related to general interest of all, the specific demands of different classes from the rich to the poor. He did this to bring the classes together in united campaign. The British government levied tax even on the salt, which is essential for everyone in food. Gandhiji decided to make salt a powerful tool to unite the people. So it was because the government declared monopoly over the production of the salt. So those who read that nationalism chapter properly, you can recall back like Britishers made a monopoly over the salt production. No other industries were or no other industrialists were allowed to prepare salt. So that's why Gandhiji started salt march from Sabarmati to Dandi. Okay, so all those points you need to learn properly, like how many participants were there, on which date it started, how many days it took to reach to Dandi, and what finally Gandhiji said. Like he picked up salt in his fist and he said that मैंने नमक का कानून तोड़ दिया. That is, I broke law of salt, and that is the first, he inserted the first nail in the coffin of the Britishers. So that was the spoken sentence by him. So sometimes in 1 mark question they can ask like who spoke this sentence. So for that you need to remember out like the leaders' sentences. Now this paragraph is given, and then okay, upper that paragraph was there and you need to comment. Only you need to read the paragraph and in your sentences you can write it, rewriting only. So little changes you will make and same copy can be done. Very easily they are providing 8 marks to all. So this should be told to like Jatin and all those group so that they will not leave this question. At least this 8 marks question they will write first. Now the next one, read the following paragraph and comment. This is also the same. In the choice they have given 2 paragraphs and you need to short it down. The next one, question number 31. In question number 31, it is given analyze the following information. That's also the same. Like here the sector, primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, total, total in percentage. Organized, unorganized. So what is the meaning of organized? When it is having license, we call it as organized. When it is without license, unorganized. Okay, organized, unorganized. Then total, how many sectors are there? So again, with that information, you need to write paragraph. So this kind of paragraphs in English we call analytical paragraph, which is there in CBSE. So in general also they will give to write a paragraph. So you need to read out this and sentence formation to be done on that. Okay, next one. Again the pie chart is given here. The last question, analyze the following graph. Different households available credit sources. So how they are getting credit? Informal, formal. Formal sector means many people are getting from the loans from the bank. Informal means when they will take from money lender at high prices of tax, like they need to pay more interest and there is no security. So you need to read out this different household, how they are getting the credits, and then again you need to write paragraph. This is also 8 marks question. The next one, what are the consequences? Here you got the nice question. Okay, this is from the first chapter which I explained. What are the consequences of the civil war in Sri Lanka? So why there was civil war in Sri Lanka? Because equal dominance was not given to uh, both the community people, Sri Lankan Tamils and Indian Tamils. Okay, in Sri Lankan Tamils were dominating. So thus there was a civil war. Most probably you will remember that. So this answer you can do by your own. Next one, political parties. So is the chapter clear to all? Political party. Political party. No comment. Is that clear? Okay. So based on political party, they have given the question. They have given the question that what is the necessity of political party in India at present? So what is the necessity? As our country is a democratic country, so unless many political parties will be there, there will not be any competition. Like in products we read in consumer, when many products will be available in the market, there will be competition and we will get a choice to choose for the right one. And the same way, when many political parties are there, we will get a chance to choose the better one. And we will go for that who will promise us to fulfill all the needs of the citizen. So we can have a better choice. In that way, you can elaborate the answer and can write. The last one is map. 33 question, map pointing. Locate the following in given outline map of India. So states you need to practice out properly. They asked first for the Bihar. The next New Delhi, it's in the center, Bihar, rightmost side, nearby West Bengal. Then Ganga River, Kerala, Mumbai. So states they're asking. At least state map you can learn very nicely. Okay, paper got completed. Let me check. Huh? Only map they have given. Okay, two maps we are getting. Indian map will be very easy. So here the map is very clear. You can see Delhi in the centermost heart of the country. Then next one is river Indus. It's topmost nearby the Jammu Kashmir. Then the next one river Ganga. So nearby Delhi, like it is originating from the top and then finally merging out to the West Bengal where it will be called as Hooghly River from there onwards. Then Bay of Bengal towards the rightmost, Bihar. Then next one is Mumbai, Arabian Sea. So only these were asked. Okay, Kerala. Now the next one is world map where you need to represent USA, Germany. So this you need little practice. If you cover out all the 16 papers, that's also sufficient. Every day have the habit of at least to learn 4 map pointings. So in that way, very nicely you can complete. Like every day, only 4 to be revised thoroughly. Okay, so whatever the days you are having, within that you can have many repetitions and it will get fixed in your mind. So this way the paper got completed. I think today only 2 were there, Himanshu and Srinidhas. Srinidhas, he was also very late today. Why? World map, it need lot of practice. Egypt can be identified very clearly, somewhat looking like India, Brazil. So this need practice, nothing else. For world map, every day, world map and Indian map, every day just make the habit like you'll be learning 4 points only. And if you complete it, then again restart it, have the revision. Or whenever you're completing 4, the next day, revise that 4 and learn for next 4. So that will very sure that it will make the map pointing very clear and you will get full marks on that. Okay, now I'll be winding up. Is there any more difficulty? Do you want me to explain? Himanshu, Srinidhi has? If not, we will wind up. I'll send the PDF today or morning. Okay, I'll be sending today or morning once you go through with that PDF. Or if possible, say your parents to purchase out the book. So that will be more easy compared to following PDF. To take out the sample paper books of all the subjects. Okay, now winding the class. Winding the class. Good night.